Warning, the content in this video touches on sensitive topics, contains discussions of explicit spice scenes, and has a substantial amount of spoilers. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi everyone! Okay, so originally I had another book in mind, but I started reading Haunting Adeline and plans shifted. So the series was a freaking ride. I'm going to have to break the books up into 2 separate videos because unfortunately my phone storage fucking sucks. This is my first time doing a reading vlog and I'm really liking this format a lot better. So let me know what you guys think, and if you have any suggestions on the next book I should read, put them down in the comments. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's fucking go! Alright guys, so I need to get this out before more things keep getting revealed to me because I can't stop reading this book. So first of all, I want to start off going back to the very beginning. I fucking hated Zaid. I really did. Zaid Meadows, he was not daddy-ish, okay? Maybe he was just brought in too soon. I think the mystery of who the stalker was should have been dragged out a little bit more. His introduction took away the scariness of it. You know, it's like we know who he is. We know what he does. I feel like we should have waited a little longer to when him and Addie were communicating more, and then kind of backtracked into how he found her and what led him to stalking her. Regardless, the stalking scenes were scary as fuck. Like, I love them. They were so good, so good. That's just my little critique, just a little critique, okay? And then my second one is I feel that there's a lot going on in this fucking book. First of all, we got a ghost in the house. Her grandmother just died. The ghost of her great-grandmother's also there. Then her great-grandmother, she was murdered. So now we're like looking into her murder. And then her great-grandmother also had a stalker, and she has a stalker, and he's in that human trafficking thing in a secret organization, and then the government's involved, and then Addie somehow gets mixed up with the mafia, and then it's just like, yo, there's a lot fucking going on. As I'm reading the book, the 2 worlds are colliding quite nicely, but in the beginning, it was a hot fucking mess, bro. Every time Zaid's world popped up, it just had me fucking cackling. And it's not because the shit was funny, because it's not like I was like, oh, human trafficking, haha. No, but it was just the stark contrast of like her supernatural world and her inner monologue was just so different compared to his, which is like kind of cool, you know, from 2 different worlds and yet somehow together. I don't know, but in the beginning it was just comical. When the worlds started to overlap and she kind of got dragged into his mess, the plot was starting to come together. It was starting to make more sense. It didn't negate the fact that the book was good. It's a good book. It's well written. I think it's very descriptive. Like the stalking parts had me out there in the middle of the night. Like I would go out to get some water and then I'm like looking out the window like, is somebody out there? Is somebody watching me? I am 100% loving this book, and there are some parts that are pretty concerning, and not concerning because the book is concerning because me. This being right here is probably going to annoy the ever-living shit out of me, but it has to stay there. The part that concerned me was my lack of shookethness with what was happening, and instead other feelings took hold. For example, let's talk about this gun scene. And I mean literally everything that led up to the gun scene was insane. The fact that this man finally revealed himself to her, like in my mind's eye, I'm just like, the entirety of 6'4" man. I mean, I would be scared shitless also because he just like crawled up out my balcony, but it was literally cat and mouse. Literally, like, he was like, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to find somewhere to hide. And she really thought she had it. She really did. If I win, I get to punish you. If you win, I'll leave. The anticipation of the chase was chef's kiss. I'm telling you, bitch. And he finally catches her. She does not give up without a fight, obviously. Then he pulls the gun out. Y'all, when I tell you, When I tell you, I already kind of knew where this was going. I was like, no. My imagination's running wild. It's getting ahead of me. Yeah, so then he told her to suck it. Yeah, when that gun went inside her. My nether regions. Screaming, okay? Like, what does that say about me? There's something very wrong. And the part about it that should have thrown me off the most was the part that really just ignited the fire. How many people has he killed with that gun? And now every time he kills someone after. Yo, there's something very much wrong with me. Every X-rated scene has really outdone itself. Then we have the driveway. The driveway and the belt. And then the theater. To those of you who have read it, you know what I'm talking about. So right now, I'm currently at the part where Mark's his name, Mark, and his pedo friends. They are currently at the Halloween fair scare night. I forget. I think it's like Satan's something. So are Dea and Addie, and they run into Mark. Zayd interferes and then ends up going into the haunted house. Right? The girls are completely oblivious to everything that's going on right now. They don't even know Zayd's there. Suddenly, the little girl that Mark was eyeing up and down in front of his wife starts attacking Zayd. And I'm just so confused. I'm like, oh my God, are we about to have another organization? It's taking a crazy turn. But yeah, Mark and his friends are trying to kidnap Dea and Addie. And Zayd overheard this, obviously, so he's about to kill somebody else. Addie, you're getting some more hands in the mail. I'll catch you guys up on what's next, because I'm interested. I want to know who this little creepy girl is and whether they end up getting Adeline, because the thing is the second book's Haunting Adeline, and I think I'm nearing the end of the book, so I don't know, like, oh my God, imagine. Okay, here's my guess. They take her. Zayd's identity has now been revealed. You know, he was about to beat the fuck out of Mark. They're obviously not going to trust him. His cover's blown, but they're successful in taking Addie and her friend, Dea. Maybe not her friend, Dea. I don't know. Who knows? But specifically, Addie. So Haunting Adeline is about finding her, because she's about to get sold out. Oh my God. I will literally cry. No. My poor Zayd. Oh, by the way, yeah, Zayd grew on me. I mean, after that gun scene, come on, you gotta give it to him. That is my prediction for the rest of the book. Well, not the rest of the book. Obviously, I feel like other things are gonna happen. I'm back. First of all, I am very, very tired right now. So I apologize if my energy is lackluster. Secondly, I have to keep my voice down. My daughter's sleeping. Thirdly, justice for Sibby. Hear me out. But I think she needs her own book. Because what a fucking interesting character. Also, ding dong, Mark is dead. And his little child-loving friends. Thanks to Zayd. He took care of that, but not before Mr. Kitty Cat decided to have a moment with his little mouse in the House of Mirrors. I have a child. I'm by no means the Virgin Mary, okay? This scene makes me feel like I've been doing it all wrong. I don't think I've ever really experienced intercourse. I think this is the second time that Zayd drops the whole I am your God thing, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of hot. It is. But first time hot, second time hot, third time, now we're bringing it up in metaphors. You're apparently going to be my salvation. You think that every time you fuck me and make me come, I discover a new religion. I cried when he said that shit. I was just like, what? It took my breath away, but not like, and it took my breath away. I was like, what the fuck is this man talking about right now? So back to the Mark is dead. Okay, so obviously Zayd tortured him with Sibby. Sibby's was his new friend. Now she's locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. We find out from Mark everything, basically. This group is called the Society. They take place in a club called Savior. But here's the thing. The club is just a front, okay, obviously. But it's not that much of a front because they have children blood in goblets just around the club. What the fuck? We also find out that Addie was always a target for the Society. She was marked to be human trafficked from the jump, like before Zayd even came into her life. So I was like, oh shit, really? Crazy stuff. It's almost kismet that they would fall in love, you know? Kismet. Maybe I said that wrong. I think I said that wrong. Okay, whatever. With this newfound information, Zayd does break into, well, he doesn't break it. He just kind of walks in because, you know, he's Zach. Yeah, he walks in. People take him in with open arms. He gets invited by this guy named Daniel to be initiated. And so, yeah, that's happening in a week. And you would think there would be a little bit more, like, fire on his ass to, like, figure things out and maybe get Addie better prepped for defending herself, but no, instead they just decide to work out by making each other orgasm over and over again. So yeah, they spent an entire night doing that. She finally gave in. It was so funny. I sat here, I was like, oh my god, me and Zayd were on the same page. When she sees that the senators were killed, she was like, oh my god, I cannot believe he like woohooed with me and then went to kill these well-known people. Like, what? He keeps putting me in danger. Now they'll know about me. I'm associated with him. He's associated with them. He's a monster. So he shows up finally 3 days later, and her first reaction, it was cute. You know, it took us back a little bit. She wants to go get the phone to call 911. By the time she finds her phone, she looks up and Zayd is fucking gone, but he's not. He's in the house. He catches her trying to call 911. And he's like, I thought we were past this. I was like, bitch, I thought we were past this too. Me personally, especially considering the fact that they were not the best people, I'll never snitch on you, daddy. I'm cool with it. I'm chilling. The thing is like, even if these dangerous people do come after me, it's like I got him. So I tried to use the text to speech and tell me why they said Zayd's name as Zadeh. Zadeh said. Okay, that's all, goodbye. I don't know what's happening, so I'm not gonna say too much. I'm literally like starting to cry. I'm disgusted. I don't know, I'm feeling a lot of things right now and none of them are good, and I want to cry and I want to throw up. It's just not good, okay? I finished book 1. What? I have no words. Well, first of all, I would like to pat myself on the back because I was kind of right. Timing wise, the book still had a lot to go before our girl Addie was snatched up, but she was. Oh, the last couple chapters, I was having heart palpitations. And the parts with the children, it's like, thank you, author, for really making me feel, you know, throughout this book. But like, also, fuck you. That was nasty. I didn't like that. Ugh. And I think the worst part is, while this is a work of fiction, these things do happen in real life. It's sick and we don't think about it every day, so it's like to have it thrown in our face like that and to sit in that emotion. To any of you guys who have kids, you know, I have a little girl, that's scary to think about. So yeah, good job, author, but fuck you. I am petrified to read the next one, but I might as well. Obviously this book's been out for a bit, so I think I've heard spoilers, not like spoilers on anything that happened, but just people saying that the second book was a bit darker than the first one, which, yikes. I'm gonna proceed with caution. If it's any darker than what the darker parts that I've read, because I think for most of the book, I was okay. We were in okay territory. Towards the end, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stomach the second book. We'll see. Maybe it's just hitting a little too close to home. I don't know, but fuck me. Okay, great. Let's get into it. Yeah. Yay.